Hey guys, and welcome to my tutorial on how to beat Pikmin 3 Deluxe in the minimum amount of days while getting every single fruit. It'll take 10 days total, which means we have to get a lot of fruits each day, because there's 66 in this game, I think. This is part 1 of 5 of this tutorial, and there'll be 2 days in each video, so in this video we'll be looking at the tutorial day and day 2, which is the first day in the Garden of Hope. No matter what you do, the tutorials always take 1 day total across both tutorials, between Captain Charlie's tutorial with the yellow Pikmin and Alph's tutorial with the red Pikmin. It always takes 1 day. Can't go any faster, but it's just good to practice. I won't go into too much depth specifically about them, but it's more to introduce concepts for later on in the challenge. So you can, first of all, you can skip cutscenes. It doesn't take away time, because time freezes in the day during cutscenes, so you can skip them. If you're doing a speed run, it's good to skip them. But if you're just trying to do it casually, you can watch them if you really want to. And then the next thing, there's another trick with there's a few basic tricks actually you want to try and do throughout all your run here, such as pushing Pikmin who are carrying puzzle pieces, like bridge pieces, like pot pieces, stuff like that. If you push them from behind when they're walking, it speeds them up very slightly. This only works on puzzle pieces. It does not work on fruit or berries, like the spicy spray berries. It does not work on those. Also, using rush more than throwing each individual Pikmin saves a lot of time, and that time being wasted could be essential to finishing the challenge, because you need a lot of time in the last few days. So you want to get as much done in the early days so that the later days become easier. Most importantly, always just be moving fast and multitasking, which pretty easy at the start because you only have 1 captain, but then when you get 2 captains it gets more difficult, and then when you get 3 it's really difficult to multitask efficiently between all 3 of them, because you have to use the go here function on the tablet a lot, and you just have to be very focused. Now that we're done learning the basics, let's move on to day 2, the first day in Garden of Hope, where we need to save Brittany and get the rock Pikmin, and also get the radar upgrade for the ship so we can move on to the next area. We start day 2 off by building a bridge which has 2 piles of puzzle pieces instead of just 1 in 2 separate places. So you want to start by putting a few Pikmin on the pile near the dwarf bubble, and then head over to the sandcastle wall to the right of to the left of the ship. Sorry, when you're facing the ship, to the left of it, and then throw a few Pikmin on it, and then use any leftover Pikmin to transport carcasses and pellets to get more Pikmin to make the process faster. You can't break everything. You can't do it very fast right now because you only have 21 Pikmin total from the tutorial days. You can only have 21 Pikmin by the end of them. So you kind of have to split them up, and it'll be a little bit before you can go pretty fast. But so you want to get as many Pikmin fast. After you get those new Pikmin, which there's a trick you can do when you're plucking Pikmin. When you press A to start plucking, if you press B right after you start it, it'll cancel the animation, but the Pikmin will still get plucked. You'll still pluck the Pikmin, but you just won't have to wait for your character to go through animation, so you can instantly move on to the next Pikmin that you need to pluck. So it just goes a lot faster. It's really good. I use that in casual runs, no matter even if it's not a fast speed run, I guess. And then you take those new Pikmin, put them on the sandcastle wall until it breaks, and then charge all those Pikmin that were on the sandcastle wall at the pieces behind it, which hopefully should be enough to get all those pieces in one go there. And then the other pile should also be done by now, if not very close. So after grabbing any stray Pikmin, push the last Pikmin that are carrying pieces until the bridge is done, because they might still be walking as you're finishing the other bridge and grabbing extra Pikmin. And so then after the bridge is done, go around the regular bulb orb, because it's asleep, so you can sneak around it, and if you charge it from behind, it'll get killed very easily instead of trying to kill it from up front, where a lot of Pikmin will die. I've not lost like any Pikmin to this in a long time. Oh, forgot to mention, I am on normal mode. It's just, I don't know, it's just the funnest one for me. Not too hard, not too difficult, or not too easy either. So it's just funner for me. After you kill that Bulborb, though, go to the sand wall that was behind the Bulborb. Charge all your Pikmin at it, and then it'll break pretty quickly. You can punch, but I've tested it. It doesn't do any damage to walls. It only damages enemies. It does damage pellets though too. So you can punch when you have no Pikmin in your party, but it doesn't do anything to walls. And then after the wall's broken, you head up a hill, and it'll trigger a cutscene showing you Brittany and also a strawberry. So when you're walking past a strawberry, you don't want to stop walking. You can just throw Pikmin onto it as you're walking by. You only need 3 on it. And then you'll head into the cave with the rock Pikmin. And the rock Pikmin, you just want to... They're stuck in a creature. I can't remember its name right now. Sorry. It's just a floating creature. You want to move past it while throwing Pikmin at it. Spam Pikmin with the lock-on feature. And it'll die really quick. And then you'll have the rock Pikmin, and then you have to charge your... You have to do like a little tutorial with them to show that you can break it. Crystals with them. So you need to charge your Pikmin at it instead of throwing them, because they take a while to stand back up after they've been thrown. So it's better to just charge them at it all at once, because it sometimes can break it on the first attempt, or it could break it in 2, which this crystal will break in 2 instead of 1. And then, you have to get as many rock Pikmin in this cave. Just like there's a bunch of pellets in the crystals, so use the charge thing again to break the crystals open and get the pellets, and have the rock Pikmin carry them. Otherwise, the red Pikmin will take them back to their onion instead of the rock Pikmin onion. So you need as many of these rock Pikmin so you can break the glass walls that we need to break later on really fast. And then you can exit the cave and break the glass wall to your right. And then to make the Brittany tutorial that comes right after breaking the next glass wall faster, you can throw a couple of Pikmin while you're breaking the wall. The next glass wall, when you're breaking that next one, you can throw a couple Pikmin onto the brick across from it, which is where the Brittany tutorial takes place. Because as you have to throw at least 5 Pikmin onto that to end the tutorial, because you need to get that lemon from up there, and you also have to throw a captain, because it's supposed to teach you that you can throw captains. So if you already have a couple Pikmin up there, and faster. And so after getting the lemon from that tutorial and just going around to heading straight towards where the spider and the electric wall is, there's another strawberry. You can get that. You don't need to build this bridge, as it is faster to just walk back the way you came. The bridge takes a long time to build, as there's a lot of pieces for it. You can build this on later days if you want to, or later in the day, because we have extra time at the end if you go fast enough. But you don't need to build it right now. It's a lot faster to go the other way. After you get back to base camp, break the glass wall behind it, and then put a few Pikmin on the sand wall to the left of it, which is where behind that is the lemon puzzle, or the lime puzzle, and also the pomegranate. But we can't get the pomegranate right now. We have to get that later. We can get the lime, but for now, just put a few Pikmin on it, like 2 or 3. Nothing at all, really. Hopefully the frogs won't attack them, but you can also kill the Wollyhops if you need to, or just Wollyhops. I forgot what it used to be called. They changed it recently because something about their old name used to be controversial. I don't really know what. I already forgot the old one. After doing that, just go to the right of the entrance to the glass wall, instead of to the left like you did, and do the regular 2 captain puzzle where you have to throw one across and then throw all your Pikmin across, and then you just 2 piles of puzzle pieces again and build the bridge. You can start building that bridge, and then you can also go into the boss fight, which is behind the sandcastle wall. So then it'll be done by the time you're done with the boss fight, and then you can just go across. You don't have to wait for it. I think I did in this run, so it's fine if you do, but you don't need to. And then you can also have the other captain go back to base and wait for the Pikmin that were carrying fruits, like the lemon and strawberry, back. And also gather pellets when you're waiting or something. so when you get into the boss fight, it's just like a normal it's just a normal boss fight. You don't have to do anything special. Just do the boss fight regularly. Usually you want to try and break the tail piece and then charge your Pikmin at it, as they can latch on pretty well, like the red Pikmin, and the rock Pikmin do a lot of damage on impact. Every time I do this fight, it always has like one sliver of health before I can kill it, and then I have to wait for a whole cycle to finish so I can get it, because it goes up onto the roof. So yeah, after you kill it, you want to have at least 45 Pikmin. So try and not get any killed, because you need at least 45 Pikmin to carry the treasure from it. The phone, which increases the radar's range, so you need that to be able to move on to the next day. And the fruit, which gives you a lot of juice, so I guess you also need that because it's a 100% run, so you have to get that. And then you can go into the map after you send that. After you pick up the streets, you can go into the map and use the go here function to send the captain that was doing the fight back to the sand wall where you put a few Pikmin on earlier, and then switch to the other captain, which should be around base camp, and head to the sand wall, as the same as the other captain, and finish breaking it, and then complete the part of the puzzle behind it that you can, which is to get the lime, where you throw one captain, you throw a Pikmin up first, and weigh down the tin can, and then you can you throw a captain on it, and then you weigh down the other side, so that the captain's raised up onto the brick platform, and then you throw a couple Pikmin up onto the brick platform, at least 5, so you can get the lime down from up there. The rest of the puzzle in this room, you need the Charlie to be able to finish it. You need the other captain to finish it. So just get that lime back, and then that's all the fruits you can get in this day. You can do the rest of the day. You can just, if you have a lot of time left, if you're fast enough, you might have like just barely under half the day left, or like just over a quarter of the day left. You can just collect more pellets, build that bridge that we never built. Just kill enemies. Maybe I don't think you can get any spicy sprays in this level yet. I don't think that's introduced yet. No, it's not. But you could kill enemies, just anything. Just walk around, or you could end the day early after all the treasures get back. Which that brings me to the end of the tutorial and day 2 days, which is also the end of the video. I'll get part 2 up soon with that, and so part 2 will be day 1 of Distant Tundra, where we have to get Alph and Brittany back reunited, and we also have to get Captain Charlie in that day. It's one of the most difficult days in the challenge, and it's really hard. And then day 4 is the first day in the Tropical Wilds, so that one's not too bad. You want to finish the boss as early as possible, but I'll get into more detail soon. Which I'll get the part 2 up soon. So with that, have a good day.